Hi everyone, I hope all of you are doing well. I'm just sitting here basking in the sun on my front porch. The weather is absolutely perfect today. This weekend it was sweltering hot. We were supposed to go to the zoo with my grandson and my daughter and her husband, and the heat indexes were 102 with a humidity level of 80%. So we changed plans and went to a museum instead. He did have fun there, and so did we, and it was a lot more comfortable and easier on my breathing. So we will try to do the zoo a different day, a better weekend for it. I was trying not to have a big gap in between videos again, just trying to get back into the routine. I finally did get set up for in my car, and I did make a video the other day in there on the way running errands, and when I got home to listen to it, the vents in that car are located in a different area, and needless to say, you couldn't hear a thing over the air conditioning. So scratch that video, and thus again another big gap, and here we are. So in any case, I wanted to try to answer some questions that had came about quite a while ago about dryness in the nose and throat from being on oxygen. And in the past, when I had dealt with this, I don't have a lot of issues with it. I try to just keep my air to a minimum that is needed. So usually the dryness comes from having your air, turned up on higher settings. And so I've found that just by turning it down whenever I'm sitting or not actually in need of the higher settings, it kind of had resolved this issue for me. Now I did run into more of it when I went into the hospital and required the higher settings more often. And in that case, I tried some of the air gel, and that's just some of the gel for in your nose. You want to make sure that any gel that you're using in your nose is water-based and not petroleum-based, as the petroleum-based is not good for your lungs. So the air gel is what it's called, and I also tried a saline solution that the hospital provided me with. Now, what I found with those were that kind of like chapstick, where once you start using it, then you kind of have to continuously use it. And for me, it ended up gunking up in the back of my nose and was really hard to get out. So I'd have to take a lot of work to get it out. Now, I'm also a person that my nose runs whenever I start getting tired or with any extreme activities. So my natural secretions kind of assist when the dryness starts too. So I found that using the gels and the saline solutions actually made my situation worse. With the gunking up of stuff in the back of my nose, and then with in between dryness being even worse, kind of like the chapstick scenario. So I stopped all use of that, even in the hospital on the higher settings, and found myself to be much happier without them. Now, I am also not a person that has ever encountered nosebleeds or anything from my air, so I guess I am kind of lucky in that respect. So for those who have encountered stuff like that, probably using a very light amount of the air gel and the saline solution would possibly help. But also, keeping your settings as low as possible, as long as you can keep your O2 saturation at the proper level. I don't really have any additional suggestions. If I come across anything further, I'll be sure to add them. I hope this helps some. I can imagine that would be a tough situation to deal with. So I wish you guys luck who have that, and I hope that you find a solution. Stuff like that is extremely frustrating. So, and as far as me and what I've been doing over the past several weeks, I'm just trying to build back up my stamina. I feel pretty good. I've, gotten my Trilogy machine, and I've gotten used to sleeping with that. It's made a difference, so I'm happy to have it. I still think there are some adjustments that need to be made with it that could be tweaked so that the benefit would be even greater, but overall I am happy with it. I will talk more about that in another video coming up. But yeah, so overall things are going good. My biggest pet peeve is my stamina. I just wear out really quickly these days. So I've been trying a new exercise routine, and I'm going to see how that goes, and if I feel like it's benefiting, I will let you guys know and tell you more about it. So in the meantime, take care, and until I see you again, and I'm again going to work on getting this set up in my car differently so that it's not so affected by the air conditioning, because we definitely need that on. So I have to be able to do both. But have a good one, you guys, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.